What's happening, guys? It's been a minute. Some things have changed. Yeah, ever since I got this truck or whatever, I've been wanting to, I knew it, I thought anyway, that it had the keyless entry. And it just so happens that they do. It's gonna focus? Probably not. Nothing changes with that. Anyway, it's just lock and unlock. It ain't nothing fancy. But say if it's locked or whatever, and you hit the lock again, that pretty much is kind of like a security thing or whatever. And I just killed the crap out of a slug. Didn't really mean to. I haven't been in here in a minute, as you can see. Well, what's that? New door. Yeah. But that's not today's main topic anyway. Now, there are some videos online that, or if you type it in, how to do programming on blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. Well, there ain't but like 2 videos I found online for this truck, and you know me, I like to give a little bit more information. But before I do, let me grab my little notepad that I had drawn stuff out on or whatever. Well, truth is, if I hadn't stepped on that slug, the heat would have killed him anyway. I don't know why in the world he was under something, so they had plenty of moisture in the dirt. For those of you just tuning in, this is my shop. Personal, it's not, for public. I do my own stuff in here, nothing more. And it's a dirt floor. I haven't been able to afford to get the concrete. But anyway, that's another topic of the story. Okay. We all know what the OBD port looks like. Okay? And if you look here on this piece of paper, you've got 16 pins. And all these is what you would hook up for if you get an inspection as far as your emissions and whatnot. You've got to have this depending on what state you live in. Well, anyway, you want to make a jumper, whether it be a pin like a bobby pin or paper clip or a piece of wire or whatever, and you want to jump it from number 4 and 8, and pretty much that tells the computer in the truck that you're trying to program the keyless remote, and it's automatically going to understand what's going on. So, whereas we got the 4 and 8 there, so I've already done it, but I'm going to do it anyway again for video purposes. So, if I can get these guys to go up in there. So that guy's in. Alright, so you guys heard that. Alright, so what you want to do now that it's programmed, well, the fob is already programmed with mine because I've already done it. But in order for you to do it again, you've got to, let me see if I can set you guys somewhere. Maybe right here will work momentarily. And you see I'm hoping you guys can see, but you push in the lock and unlock at the same time. hold down. Now it may not do it again, being that I've already done it. Alright, so it did cycle. Okay, then you take the pin out, and you know, either you hit lock, or you can hit unlock. And that pretty much sums that up. Now, let me flip this camera around. It is hot as balls out here. We've had steady 90-degree days, and then you know you add the humidity, because we live in a high humidity state. It sets the temperature pretty freaking high. I mean, you see the sweats rolling off my forehead there. It ain't pretty, but neither am I. So we've got something in common. But yeah, let me get this out of here, and we'll talk about the door next. Alrighty, we are back. Now, let me just clarify a few things real fast as far as the locking part of that is concerned. Excuse the wind noise if there is any. Got my fan blowing on me. It's hot. It's real hot. You have to hold the lock and unlock button anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds, possibly 20. It depends on the battery power in the remote itself, and as far as you know how long ago the antenna pickup as far as the system has been activated. Mine was about, the first time that I did it was approximately 8 seconds. And once it's done, you know, unless you well, I'm not even sure if you had to change your battery, if it reset it or not. I don't think it would, but then again, I don't know. But now that I've shown you, you should know. And I want to say that the keyless was initiated for that particular truck. Let's see, mine's 98. I want to say around 95 through 98, and then up, obviously. But I've heard it up is completely different. You have to turn the switch back and forth and pump the pedal and unlock and lock button at the same time. It's just too much for me, but I don't know. We're not talking about that today. The door. Oh, wait, before I forget the last other things I was going to mention as far as the keyless for that truck. The remotes won't work that I know of for any other vehicle other than what you buy it for, and it's real simple to find the information out for it. I'll include where I found mine, or found out that mine was acceptable for keyless entry, because not all makes and models have that setup. You know, I had a gentleman who told me he had a 99 and he didn't come equipped with it. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. And unless I've not found or whatever online, or by just common knowledge, I don't think that it makes the lights flash or any of that stuff. I mean, you probably could wire it all in, but to me, it's not really that much of a big deal, you know. I primarily wanted it so I could get in and out of my doors easily, and that if I had to find it in a parking lot, I mean, I could hear that honk. It's not very loud, but it's enough. It's distinct enough for me because I know my truck. You know what I'm saying? And when you hit the lock button, all the interior lights will come on, but they'll shortly go off. When you hit the unlock button, the lights will come on. If you have the cargo light turned on, it'll come on with it, and they'll stay on for, you know, however long it takes from the time out. And when you hit the unlock button, say like if you locked the truck and then you hit lock again and you armed it, because I think it's got like a factory style theft system on it. You will when you hit the unlock button, it'll unlock the driver's side first. Then you hit unlock again, it'll open the unlock the passenger door. Real simple, real easy. It's 2 buttons. That's it. Now we can move on to the door. Let me stop this again. So this here is a new door, and you know the way it came or whatever is pretty much standard, the same way the other one was. It's just to me it's better built. It has these like plastic rubbery guides on it. It says do not lubricate, and I lubricated the other ones. I don't have a clue why that guy put that sticker there. It was 2 guys. The other guy put the sticker here, and I may end up trying to peel that one off and move it, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now, right this very second anyway. I mean, I could just, you know, plaster it up right there or whatever, but sticking it on the wall was kind of stupid. But anyway, it's pretty much the same style. It has you know, the spring up there. It's got 2, one on each side. But if you look right there, you see the bolts. Well, those are bolts. They're not screws. They're not regular sheet metal screws. That's what's holding the main part of it together. And you know, was just overlooking everything on it or whatever, and you know, it's really nice. I mean, it's much nicer than the other one was. I know it don't look like a whole lot of difference to y'all, but you know, I can tell a huge difference myself, and it goes up so much smoother. I'll just set it right there for the time being. You look right there, it's got like that little like a rubber outer thing to help guide it down or in or whatever. Much nicer. And of course, you know, I didn't pull it all the way up. Sure there ain't no spiders down there. But overall, it's a better door. Just in my book anyway. I'm gonna pull it back down and keep the bugs out of here. Or at least try to. Now, you know, I asked the guy. I says, well, this particular door. Oh, and if you look too, there's that's where the old door was actually hitting even when it was rolled up. The new door don't come nowhere near it. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. I hope I got all that. But anyway, I hope that you know, it lasts me many years. Let me flip this camera around. Well, I tell you, you stop from not being in the air for 5 minutes and you got freaking sweat just pouring buckets out of you. Lord Jesus, I'll be glad when it's supposed to have this cold front. It's supposed to be coming through like Friday or whatever, right? And it's supposed to cool things down and put it into the 80s or whatever. We shall see. But I asked the guy about this door. I says, you know, as far as this door is concerned, I said, you know, am I going to have any real major issues out of it? And he said, the only issues you should have out of the door should be the springs breaking, and they usually last like 5 years. And I said, well, shit, the other door didn't even last but 3. Then, of course, you know, I asked him if there was any kind of specific maintenance I had to do to it or whatever. And he says no. He says the springs are already pre-lubricated with grease. You don't put no grease on the tracks because that'll actually help, bind things up more than it actually makes it smoother, which I didn't know that. The other guys, when they put this building together, they put that door up. They didn't tell me nothing. And that's right there. You guys can read that. That's what I paid for that jewel, $741. Now I'm not bragging because that money was supposed to go to getting my truck painted. But it is 110, 10 foot wide by 8 foot 3 inches tall, sheet metal door, the 770 series. Finished opening is 10 by 8, 3.5. 15-inch headroom, 9 foot 5.5 floor to ceiling, metal jambs. I don't know what the hell that word is. TOTTO is what it looks like. Don't ask me. And of course, white in color. And here's what's bad about it, right? I had pulled out $750 out of my accounts, like $350 out of my savings, $400 out of my checking. That made it $750. Well, when the guys got here, they finished up or whatever. I said, look, I said, the door. You guys said the door was $741, right? He said, yeah. I said, well, I've got $750 if you got change. And then, I was sitting thinking, oh well. My mom spoke up and says, well, you got. Why don't you pull the 10 out and what'd she say? Pull the 10 out, put a 1 with it, and you'd be good to go. Well, I accidentally ended up pulling the 20 out, so I ended up shitting them out of $10. Now, they may end up billing me for the 10, which is fine. I don't care. But if they don't, well, hey, you got 731 minus $10. I ain't trying to dick anyone over by no means. It's just that, that's an accident that happened. But yep, I am satisfied so far. Now, if it can get me 5 years or 10 years, 12 years, hell, even 15 years, I will be 100% satisfied. And I did keep the old door. I've got it outside and beside the building actually. And I'm going to end up trying to sell it. I've got it on Craigslist right now for like $400 or best offer, and I had some knob hit me up about it or whatever. What's the least you take for it? I said 3. Well, can you send me, what did he say? It was, well, I'm going out of town on a business trip to San Francisco, California, and I was just wondering if you'd be able to accept the check. No. I deal with cash only, homie. Now, if you want to send me a money order, that's great. But it's not like I'm going to ship it to you. I'm not bringing it to you. I don't do delivery. That's going to cost extra. Much extra. But, that door ain't light. Well, this door here won't light either, I imagine. But, I mean, the rails, the door itself, the way the door is built, the way the door is designed, is so much different than the other door. And like I said, it seems to be, it looks as if it's, better built, much stronger. But only time will tell. But anyways, enough of me babbling. I'm back. I'm going to start producing videos again as of this one when this one goes up. That's just all it is to it. But anyways, if today was your birthday, happy birthday. If you haven't subscribed, you might as well subscribe. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And until tomorrow, I don't know, but I got a bug in here just trying to kill me. Later.